You're an ISTP.
Thank you. I'm that handsome.
I know, right?
INFPs.
Oh, God.
So we see this a lot, right?
Yes.
INFPs that we talk to, we go through with our objective typing process, get to know some people in real life.
Yes.
And the fun part is seeing the common trends and traits of real life tidal waves.
Yeah.
Like having demon TE is a real thing.
It's actually hard to explain the logical parts to the tribe. It's like, I don't want to explain what I like.
It also seems to be the human need. Like they just have a hard time dealing with people's crap.
When you have that high FI, so you have the identity and you're like, this is what it belongs to me. This is what I love. This is what I value. I don't want to explain it.
Right.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to get on your bandwagon. That one's a fun
Compromise.
one. Oh, yeah.
Putting up with all the
tribe idiots.
Yeah.
INFPs out there, the main thing that they all have in common is they have that lead FI. So it's this giant, over-bloated, what I value, what I prioritize, what I like, what I love, how I feel about it. That's the big overarching, and it's connected to the human need of identity. What half of them have is Savior NE, and half of them have Savior SI. So you're going to jump. Those are the jumpers, right? The understanding, the new possibilities, new endless possibilities, that's the NE. SI is like routine, regulation, rules, order, and they're really good at kind of lining up and understanding how all of the sensory details and facts kind of put together. It doesn't matter if you have Savior NE or Savior SI. That's not going to be where your overall life patterns is. You might be staring at that a lot because of the double observing.
Yeah.
But it's that TE. It's that baby TE of the tribe wanting you to explain how things work. That's just like death to the FI.
Yeah. As well as give up some of your values and do things that you don't feel are good to go along with the tribe. So if you're a vegetarian, why don't you just have a burger with everybody else?
Right.
You know,
diminishing the values for the sake of making it work for the tribe. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Just to fit in, just to go along with what everybody else wants.
All right. So yeah, that's the problem. And the reality is there is this desire to be kind of a person that is inspiring, right? You want to be this person that has these values, and then the whole tribe just jumps on board and then values also what you value. You don't want to have to ever kind of move back and forth or bend back and forth. It's like, I'm all in on what I love. I don't accept people in my tribe that don't love what I love.
Right.
I don't want to bend that back and forth, even though it's basically the way to go. Like if you're a double decider, being able to move, like, all right, I can move a little bit here. I don't have to go all in on what I value. I can move, kind of dial that down a little bit so I can work with the tribe.
Which is what the INFPs are doing with observations. They already have answers to half the board. They're not getting too stuck on SI. They're not getting too stuck on NE. When the facts are contradicting the concepts or the concepts are contradicting the facts, they can flow through those contradictions. They're not all in on either one, where other types that are all in on NE or all in on SI are going to get stuck.
Yeah.
And they're left behind at that spot, and the INFP can just navigate right through that.
Yeah.
Until they get to a tribe and self-issue, then that's where they get stuck because they can't take a little from this one to give to that one.
Right. That's where the intense swing. You'll start the self-hate train because you'll be like, I can't do anything right. What I am valuing isn't serving me, isn't making me happy.
Yeah.
Therefore I suck. Therefore nothing I'm doing is good. Okay, I loathe myself. Let me swing to the other side and try and please the tribe and try and get on board with the tribe. You'll have those extreme swings.
Going from hating yourself to hating everyone else, being a martyr. So it's a nice, good IPEJ.
There's the tidal wave.
Yeah.
Let's see. Link. He's one of the most, we see lots of amazing INFPs, but he is an INFP that has found a way to have a very consistent job for 10 years.
Basically being an INFP.
I know.
Sitting there.
It's kind of fun. It's literally like, let's do some new guesses about what I value and love.
It really is.
The whole show. Random, new guesses, which is what N is. Basically, you're guessing the possibilities.
He would be an INFP that's FINE.
Yes, he's FINE. He's actually one of the more introverted. I think he's like consume sleep. The whole life that he has built for himself is a life that gets along with and merges with the tribe, because yes, he is doing something that he values and he loves, but he's done it in a way where he's like, okay, I'll move for the game of the tribe of YouTube, and I'll talk about what I love in a way that's funny to other people.
Here's where you can use your SI to really help you out. Go into his videos, or they've got a couple different channels, and go back, hit on like oldest or whatever, and see how long they've been working on this.
Oh man.
And how many different things Rhett and Link have both tried.
Right.
And and how many things FI things that Link has loved and then had to let go.
And that's the game. So that's the bending back and forth of going from FI to TE and kind of having to dial down that ginormous what you value, what you love.
That's going to hurt.
It is. That's going to be the hardest thing. But like, look at how amazing it is to see somebody in real life playing the bending back and forth game and winning. I mean, that's a long time. You don't do that accidentally. That means that you're using all 4 functions to be able to function that long in an arena and have the whole tribe on board.
Why is it getting worse? What's happening to me?
This one's nutty. Do you taste nuts? In general?
Not regularly. It's bitter. The coffee's bitter, man.
I think the head is messing with our heads.
Yeah, I think drinking out of a person's head is not all it's cracked up to be.
I also have this theory that the whole experience is what makes you think coffee tastes great. Like being in a certain cup from a certain place, and then like the coffee I drink every day probably tastes like crap, but because I don't think about whether it tastes good, I just drink it out of habit. And because I decided 3 years ago that it tasted good.
I think it all might be the same coffee.
I think this is good.
Here's a trick. Is this the April 1 episode and we're shooting way ahead of time? And it's a prank on us?
This is the best coffee that we've tasted.
It's just a payback.
They're getting better from me.
Really?
8.
They're getting worse.
This is an 8.
Really?
I like a bitter. It grabs your tongue, wrestles with it a little bit.
5. Who am I? I don't know. I don't know how to think about myself anymore.
Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Starbucks.
Coffee bean and tea leaf.